I'm Kyle Cunningham, Associate Professor of Forestry with the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture. My job is to work with landowners across Arkansas and to do research in upland hardwoods across the state and bring science-based research and information to landowners to help you better manage your timberland. We have all felt the impacts from the COVID-19 pandemic on our daily lives. Today I wanted to spend a little time with you discussing the impacts from the COVID pandemic on the timber industry and what that means to you as a forest landowner in North Arkansas. You may have noticed a significant increase in lumber prices across the state in recent times and wonder if that is going to transfer to you as a forest landowner and your standing trees in the woods. The reality is this increase in lumber prices probably does not transfer or filter down to the standing timber or the stumpage prices we see in the woods. And there's a couple of reasons for that. First of all, there have been interruptions in the wood supply chain due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Whether that's a harvester having to shut down for a week due to someone contracting the virus, or it could be the lack of ability to attain a truck driver to get products from the woods to the mill. And in larger capacities, some of our pulp mills in the state may have a reduced shift here and there, and so it just it interjects interruptions into the supply chain. And so from that standpoint, that's where you're really seeing the increase in the lumber prices at the outlets. Another factor that is impacting why we won't see those prices filter down is simply the volume of wood we have standing in the woods in Arkansas. We have more standing wood in virtually every timber product than we are harvesting each year. And so even without the pandemic, the rules of supply and demand, we have an oversupply of standing trees. And so from that standpoint, we just won't see those prices filter down, like I say, into the standing timber. So the ultimate question is, what does that mean to you as a forest landowner? And products such as your high quality products such as oak saw timber, medium grade hardwood saw timber, those type products, you won't have an issue moving those still. The demand's still there. We have quite a strong cross tie market here in North Arkansas, and we have quite a good market for high value products that go into flooring and cabinetry and things like that. One of the areas that we do see a problem with in the state is with the lower value products, such as the hardwood pulpwood that we have an abundance of in northern Arkansas. And that is an issue because without the ability to move that lower value product and get that product out of our stands, it takes a longer period of time for us to attain the higher value saw timber, the oak saw timber products. And so that's something to keep in mind. If you have a stand that has a lot of hardwood pulpwood in it, you may not be able to harvest that stand right now. There is a reduced demand for hardwood pulp. It's down about 20% overall. And so that is the one product that the pandemic has impacted directly. Does that mean that you should postpone your sale? I would say work with your forester. Again, if you have an abundance of those lower value products that you want to remove, the chances are you might want to postpone your harvest. But if you have some high quality oak logs and mixed saw timber logs, you probably can roll on with your sale as is and do just fine. You may see a little bit lower stumpage price than you would have a year ago. And the flip side of that is, I would say, if you think about upland hardwoods, they've been here for a long period of time. And so if you're worried about whether or not you're going to achieve a good sale and get the optimized value for your trees, waiting another year really isn't going to hurt anything. You're not really interjecting that much risk into the operation by waiting a year in these stands. And so the take home will be, if you can get your sale completed under the objectives you have, then I would say move forward with it. Otherwise, there's nothing wrong with taking a little bit of time and letting things sort themselves out over the next year or so. Thank you.